Hey, what's happening, YouTubers? We're back with a brand new unboxing video. Today we have the new Hasbro Marvel Legends Ajak Walmart exclusive from the Eternals movie. I just got this in the mail about 2 days ago, and I'm stoked to get this in because this is the last figure I needed to complete the Eternals wave. But without further ado, like we always do, y'all, let's get started with the box art first. So on the side of the packaging, you can see the artwork of Ajak and then the Eternals logo on the bottom. And then on the back of the packaging is a full artwork of Ajak, as well as a little bio. I'll go ahead and read it for y'all. It says, the spiritual leader of the Eternals, Ajak can heal others and is able to communicate with Celestials. So I guess I was wrong in my first unboxing video with the other Eternals figures and thinking that Icarus was the leader. It turns out Ajak is. And also you might notice on this picture, there are no other figures featured from the wave because this isn't part of the Build-A-Figure line. As I mentioned, it is a Walmart exclusive. Alright, enough about the box art. Let's go ahead and get Ajak out of the packaging. Alright, here's Ajak out of the packaging, and let's take a look at her accessories first. So she doesn't come with many accessories, but she does come with an additional set of hands. And she does come with an additional head sculpt, and my guess is this is why she probably doesn't come with a lot of accessories, mainly because I don't think the likeness to Salma Hayek is cheap, so that's why Hasbro only gave her additional set of hands as well as an additional head sculpt. And you guys know how huge a fan I am of the Photo Real Tech, so let's take a little in-depth look at the head sculpt. Now, y'all know how big of a fan I am of Hasbro's Photo Real Tech, and like I said, for this wave, some of the head sculpts have been hit or miss. For this one, I would say the likeness is definitely there to Salma Hayek, but not quite as good as the other head sculpt, which we'll take a look at in just a second here. Like I said, some of these are hit or miss. In my opinion, this one is more of a miss than a hit. All right, now we're going to take a look at the figure itself, and we're going to start with the head sculpt. And I think this one, the likeness is definitely more spot on Salma Hayek than the other one. Let me know in the comments below what you all think. And also, I'm probably sure you guys have already seen her guest spot on Jimmy Kimmel, where she was making fun of this specific action figure because her head tilted forward too much like that. But the thing with that is it's easily fixable. All you have to do is just tilt the head back a little bit and you should be fine. And also, I think the reason why they gave her that sort of head motion is because she's specifically speaking to the Celestials. I believe she's the only one of the Eternals that could speak to a Celestial. So naturally, you'd want to pose her like this, like she's speaking to the Celestial. I'm not going to go too in-depth in articulation because it's pretty similar to what we've seen already with the rest of the line. She has that diaphragm cup just like all the other Eternal figures, and that's mainly because of the outfits they're wearing. She has single jointed elbows, but still a nice range. And also, I noticed she is utilizing the pinless joints right here. And also, she has that same metallic finish that you've seen on other Eternals figures, and she has that same metallic blue finish that you see on the Icarus figure right here. And also, I popped on the additional head sculpt just so you can get an idea of what the figure looks like with the additional head sculpt. But yeah, I think I prefer the other one over this. Alright, now let's jump right into size comparison. And for size comparison, here she is standing next to a couple other Eternal figures. We have Cersei and Icarus. And next size comparison, here she is standing next to Sprite, Kingo, and Phastos. And next size comparison, here she is standing next to Makari and Druig. And next size comparison, here she is standing next to the Target exclusive Thena, as well as the Build-A-Figure Gilgamesh. And next size comparison, here she is standing next to the deluxe figure Crow. And just because I haven't done this in a while, here's a random ass size comparison. Here she is standing next to a couple of McFarlane Toys My Hero Academia figures. We have Deku, not Todoroki, and Ochako, very shitten. And last size comparison, here she is standing next to the Marvel Legends Stan Lee. Some overall thoughts on the figures, I absolutely dig it. I think Hasbro did a fantastic job, not just with the head sculpt with their Photo Real Tech, but with the overall design and sculpt of the figure. And getting it accurate to what we see from the trailer and what we're going to see on the big screen. And also kudos to the Marvel Studios team because I think these outfits are absolutely awesome. I think they're complete bangers and the design aesthetically looks so good. But let me know in the comments below what you all think about these figures. And I just also want to mention, if you're big into Marvel Legends and in the community, you might see people detracting you away from this figure line just because they're like, oh, they're going to be peg warmers and they're going to go on clearance. Well, that might be true. They might go on clearance. We don't know yet. That shouldn't deter you away from collecting these because in my opinion, take it from me, as someone who is a Marvel Legends MCU collector, this is probably their best work they've done in a line in my opinion. I feel like the designs and the sculpt are absolutely awesome and I think they knocked it out of the park. The articulation could be better, but then again, the design of the outfits kind of hinder it, so that's understandable. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you all think about this figure, and will you be watching Eternals coming up? And like always, if you haven't already yet, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button if you like what you see. Thanks for watching. All right, here's Ajak out of the packaging. Let's take... Ah, damn it.